So before we um, uh, jump into the actual picture of what is the IT component of Freshworks is all about. Well, first, would want to walk you all through the overall product solutions which we have today, right? So this is the entire portfolio of what we have built in Freshworks as of today. So we started off in the customer service segment where we launched our flagship product called Freshdesk in 2010. So this is more or less related to your end customer services, where if they had to raise any queries in terms of your, the product which you um, have manufactured, if they have any product related sales queries or post sales queries in terms of complaints or feedbacks, right? So we have an end customer uh, ticketing tool called Freshdesk, which was the first launch, which is the flagship product here. So over the years, we as people got more digitalized and they want quicker resolutions, right? And we also saw the need of more modern channels to also be implemented to cater to all um, the needs of the customers' voices there, right? So enter Fresh Chat, where we you will also be able to have a conversational experience from customers, where you would be able to quickly type out your queries in terms of a quick chat, and you can have that embedded in uh, your your website. It could also be coming from any social media channels such as your Facebook Messenger, your WhatsApp, your Line Messenger, your WeChat, and so on. You name it, any social media channel, you will be able to quickly raise uh, a query or a complaint or a feedback from right from within your social media channels using Fresh Chat here. Now, combining both the powerhouses of Fresh Chat and Fresh Desk is what the latest innovation which we have built in 2023, which is Customer Service Suite, right? This gives you a blend of both more conversational as well as ticketing support, meaning like if there is a special need of a ticket being raised for queries which needs more than a live experience, right? You can convert chats to tickets, and you can give a wholesome experience to your customers so that you don't have to keep them waiting all the time in the chat queue and so on that, right? Um, uh, um, in the course of the years, we also saw a need of building an IT help desk, right? So where now that we have catered to all the needs of the end customers, right? We also saw a main gap in for businesses where they were not able to provide the best employee support, right? Where employee had to reach out to different tools, which is built like a homegrown systems within each organization. Like organizations have their own IT help desk. Organizations will have their own IT asset management. They would have their own project management tool, but none of these tools are integrated and they were working on a siloed way, right? Enter Fresh Service and Fresh Service for business teams, which is your IT and the modern employee experience, which empowers employees with an integrated service management solution, uh, including the likes of both IT assets and IT operations to give a faster resolution, uh, as well as extending the same capabilities to other departments of an organization here, right? We also have a CRM solution, which is a sales and marketing automation solution, which we call it as Fresh Sales and Fresh Marketer, respectively. So, in your sales folks can power themselves, to bring in all the important leads if they want to um, carry out their sales cycles in the form of a deal cycle for every quarter. They can do their deal analysis and all the predictive analysis of when the deal is going to be closed for the upcoming quarter or the year. You'll be able to see all of that in the Fresh Sales and the Fresh Marketer uh, tools here. All of these products are powered by our single platform, which we call it as Neo. So this platform is a unified experience which gives you, and it unlocks all the AI related productivity options. It encompasses all the reporting, the BI level analytical you tools. If you're expecting there, you will have all the um, admin and the developer tools as well. So if you want to bring in your own application or bring in your own custom application which you want to develop and bring it to Freshworks, right? It's as simple as how you create an app and load it to your Play Store. You have an approval process in place and the app gets published, right? So we have a similar process where if you want to bring your own apps to Freshworks to any of the products, be it Freshdesk, Freshchat, Fresh Service, we have the Neo platform which will help you and your developers to create any custom applications here. Um, so we have an esteemed logo here, and these are some of the well renowned brands from India that rely on Freshworks overall. And customers also confirm our value through peer reviews. So you can see the amazing validation from across our all product lines together here. So today's focus will be more on the IT and modern employee experience, which is fresh service and fresh service for business teams. And yeah, so how is it there today here, right? So um, we want customers to tell us that that they want business software that's fast and easy. It is cost effective, it is powerful, right? And that's exactly what we deliver, right? So we build or we have built a business software that works for you, and it's not the other way around, right? So that's our fresh approach of our company today, right? So what is the state of IT, right? Today, so being an IT leader is always not easy, right? So you're always balancing the demand for digital transformation while maintaining your current systems with tight budgets here. So uh, in the up and down scenario of economics, IT leaders always, end up, asked to do more with less here, right? So typical day-to-day challenges for IT leaders like you would be like you would end up with staff productivity and turnover that results in repetitive and monotonous work combined with complex, disparate tools. You would fail to provide an engaging employee experiences, which causes multiple points of contacts, delayed responses, and outdated support channels. You would also have you'd had to face cost and reliability of services resulting from budgets spent on keeping the lights on, right, with minimal automations and siloed teams, and that ends up having a lack of alignment to the business, right? So, which is a challenge which most of you constantly react to demands and prioritizing what is first and what is last. So, in on a summary, legacy IT tools, unfortunately, the systems you rely on to manage IT services can often make things worse, which they are not only expensive, they are also expensive to buy, to maintain, to upgrade, or to renew. In short, it ends up being a bloatware for you, which exceeds your costs entirely here. So what if you could have the right sized service management for every stage of your business? So what we call as a right sized management first, right? So we say it is an AI powered experience, a tool that should also have capabilities that scale with not uh, just with ticketing support, but more than that, right? So what else you can do? Extract from the modules of the ITSM or the modules of the ITAM, which is all well integrated there, right? And typically, when you are giving an employee service, it's not just an IT service you want to provide to your employees. You have to give a unified service. You want to give an employee service which caters to all department needs, be it your HR help desk, be it your finance help desk, be it your legal or facilities, and so on. And also, you want to extend the platform where you want to have a single point of experience by integrating with your in-house applications like a single sign-on or an Active Directory integration or uh, uh, a network discovery and so on there, right? So by AI-powered experience here, right? So we bring in three layers of Freddy AI, which is our AI engine built over Gen AI features. So Freddy AI helps for employees, where it'll help employees, automatically resolve incidents and service requests with quick self-service options. It also empowers agents, which increases their productivity to drive consistency of service by providing the appropriate responses for each incident or service request or populate the right solution article. It also helps IT leaders to gain performance insights with conversational prompts. So simply by asking the bot, um, what is the trend of the inflow of tickets today, of let's say for the hardware category. So immediately the AI will provide you those results here. So if you say, show me the trending employee issues, it will immediately understand from what is occurring in your help desk today, and it leverages your desk data to identify the anomalies, the patterns, the trends, and thus helping your leaders to take proactive actions there. So you can this helps you to skip lengthy SQL queries where you have to download a dump of the report. You kind of do a brainstorming using Excels or pivot tables, right? You have the data right in front of you, and all you have to do is just ask the bot, and it'll give you the results there. You will also able to regularly identify new opportunities to improve your processes. So let's say you have an influx of a lot of tickets for a specific category, and if it is a time-consuming process, you can build automations on top of it. And thanks to our native workflow capabilities, which you'll be seeing in a while, you will be able to quickly address those automations, which can be directly deployed within seconds. How does it help your employees? So Freddy AI also sits on top of your MS Teams or Slack tenant, where you have self-service options where your employees from can collaborate within their channels of their liking in MS Teams or Slack, where they can get a conversational experience right from the bot, like as though it's talking like a human there. So if you quickly want to say, I want to reset my password, I want to raise a cab request, I want to um, raise a application request there, right? So simply by talking to the bot, it will understand from what is happening in your help desk. Like if you have exposed a service catalog, if you've exposed a self-service option with an orchestration engine which is tied up at the back end, it will give you the personalized context in the language of uh, the employee's choice. We support up to 40 plus languages today, and you'll be able to get the bot answering in the language of your own of the employee's um, you know employee's language there, right? This also helps you to accelerate the resolution with quick suggestions from related responses, solution articles, and similar incidents as well, right? So it also helps you with, yeah, this is just a summary of, how you can get quick responses from an MS team. So it'll give you a summarized pointed responses from help articles. You will be able to, you don't have to read any, lengthy articles there. You can get a prompt, summarized versions of the question which you're posting right there. So how does it help the agents, right? So we have a co-pilot option where if let's say a ticket is having about 30, 40, 50 plus conversations, which is there, and a new agent comes in, gets assigned to that ticket there, right? They have to scroll through each and every conversation to understand the context. And this is going to be time consuming, which will end up, increasing your response time or the resolution time, and which ends up frustrating the employee who raises the ticket here. With Freddy Copilot, we have an agent summary, which will quickly summarize what is happening in the help desk. It will give you in the form of bulleted points, which any agent can quickly get the grasp of the ticket context there, and quickly they can act on the ticket as to what was the last pending point which was stuck, and they quickly jump onto the ticket and give the prompt response right there. Freddy Copilot also helps you to respond to tickets with smart replies. You will have um, an engine which gives you the flexibility to give the right response. So it'll learn from the previous context of tickets that has been responded. It will also learn from your knowledge bases to understand what is the related article for this specific response. In addition to that, you can also rephrase the tonality of your response. You can make it more professional, you can make it more friendly, or you can make it more casual. Or if you want to give a more descriptive response, you can extract or expand the text to give a more wholesome experience in terms of your response there. So all of that is well between uh, well built in as the Freddy Copilot engine here. You will also be able to quickly generate articles and reflect tickets. Let's say you're getting a new issue or a new case which regularly your employees have been raising it for the past week, right? You can quickly ask the bot to generate a solution article for it. So how do I troubleshoot VPN issues? You just ask the bot, and it will search from the common forum from the internet or other common websites where people have given resolution, and it'll summarize them and store it in your knowledge article right here, so that your users can quickly benefit them and read them up for a self-service here. So what are the capabilities that we mentioned that can be scaled, right? So this is the entire offering of all the modules which is in Freshservice in one go here, right? So we have an extensive ITSM modules in like an incident management, service requests, problem change, release, knowledge management, virtual agents powered by the Freddy AI, which we just mentioned. We we also have the other support channels, like you can simply drop an email which can be converted to a ticket. You can also use our conversational product, which is the Fresh Chat product, which can be integrated to Fresh Service, right? So if you want to give a wholesome bot experience to your employees, that is something which is well integrated with our other products as well, and you can have a seamless experience from that as well. In terms of the IT operations and IT assets, right? So for operations, we do an alert management where you could integrate with a widely used monitoring tool by any organization. It could be a network, it could be a device monitoring, could be a cloud monitoring, could be a website monitoring. You name any monitoring tools is available in the market, be it SolarWinds, Zabbix, PRTG, Splunk, Datadog, App Dynamics, Azure Cloud, AWS, Metrics, right? So we have built all the native connectors with the predominant monitoring tools, and you can get a consolidated view of all of these alerts, which you can then proceed with doing a major incident management by notifying your important on-call network team members. Your NOC and SOC team members can also be configured here as shift members, so they can quickly jump onto the major incident or the alert incident, so they can remediate the error at any point of time. The Freddy engine also here plays a part here, where it helps you to do an automated grouping by understanding if there is a new alert which is raised as a part of the monitoring tool, which is related to an existing one. It relates the alerts together. It also puts in all the incidents, of the alerts which is going to be created as incidents as well subsequently there, right? The tool also gives you the flexibility to store your assets in terms of the ITAM functionality, where you could have an hardware inventory which can be used through an automated asset discovery process. We offer both an agent as well as an agentless discovery, where you could simply just install the agent in each of your machines, or you could do a centralized discovery with our agentless discovery mechanism through WMI queries for Windows. You can use SSH for your Mac and Linux, and we also support SNMP devices as well using the agentless discovery here. So once your inventory is there in place with both your hardware and software, which is detected in each machine, you can do a complete lifecycle management, where you could tag your asset states for each inventory item, right from being from procurement to in stock to in use to retirement. You can configure all the custom statuses as per your choice. And if you want to also venture on to tagging the AMCs for hardware and the license information for software, you also have a contract management in place where you could store this data to get all your automated renewal notifications and so on. We also venture on to the SaaS application management portfolio, where if you have subscriptions which you have purchased uh, for um, um, for SaaS based subscriptions, like probably Microsoft 365 or Zoom, what we're using right now, right? And if you want to see a complete visibility of the usage, the number of licenses which is potentially used, which will also give you deep insights of the potential license costs which you can save. We have SaaS application management which can tightly get those details into your Fresh service directly here. And we also have cloud management, where if you have your VMs or servers which is hosted on the cloud, we have direct connectors built with AWS, Azure, GCP, as well as VMware vCenter to get all your virtual cloud VMs into a single pane of the inventory section in Fresh Service there. The next module is the PPM, what we call it as Project Portfolio Management. This is our take on the Jiras of the world, right, or the Asanas of the world, right? So you can have a complete software development project being being used where you could follow a traditional waterfall method or an agile method to perform your different software deployments. You can add your own user stories, and sprint boards can be created out of it. Or not just that, if you want to use the project management for a very simple business project, like you want to do a finance budgeting, you want to do a HR appraisal, if you want to do a simple OS upgrade for the IT teams, you can use the project to uh, as a regular business project to add the number of task lists and the subtasks, and you can relate the tasks to each other, finally giving you um, the tracking of the task, where the project is pending. You can view the task in different views, like a Kanban board view or a Gantt chart view, and you have a workload management, which will give you the flexibility of how the load of the tasks are distributed to each agents there. So finally, when we talk about ESM, which is the business teams, right, where you can venture fresh service not just as an IT help desk, it could be extended to a HR help desk, it could be extended to a finance help desk, um, right? Um, we have the capability to create different workspaces within Fresh Service where you could have uh, the admin operations being digressed into different workspace admins. Like if you want to have an IT admin only working solely working on the IT workspace, if you want to have a HR workspace where only HR team should view, and no data should cross relate to each other. But for the employees, you're going to give a unified experience. The employees here are just going to benefit with a single point of entry, right? So they just choose what the issue is all about, whether it's related to an IT issue or a HR issue or a finance or legal facilities, marketing, you name any workspace, we already have predefined um, canned items which is created in terms of the service catalog, the knowledge base articles, the workflows. All of them are pre-built, and within one go, you can quickly uh, create the workspaces in a single shot there. Um, so just to give a view of the capability, this is a service catalog which will help you to automate your service desk workflows for both requests and incident. Gives the employees a self-service portal with a knowledge management also in place. You can also consolidate and standardize the change, problem, and release management in one go here. So when you talk about advanced service management, you could deflect employees with some um, basic orchestration engines which can do uh, a, a troubleshooting from the workflows, and it'll instantaneously give you the answer right from the bot, right? So you can simply just ask, you need access to Zoom. I have issues with VPN. Or if you need to reset your password, your AD password, right? You can simply just talk to the bot, and using the workflow engine, it will automatically reset the password from whichever AD you integrate. It could be your Azure AD, it could be your on-prem AD, it could be your Okta, Google, One Login, whichever it is there. You can also do an extensive change management process where you can deploy individual life cycles for different types of changes, be it a major change, minor change, standard, emergency. You can have your CAB approvals in place, your advisory board members. We also give you a change calendar that lets you schedule and deploy multiple related changes using maintenance and blackout windows. And this is also powered by the workflows, which can automate your repetitive change processes to minimize the redundancy and efforts there. So we briefly spoke about the ITOM, right? So where we can relate your alerts. So this is the engine, the automated Freddy engine, which will help you to reduce your alert noise and enrich incidents with ML-based Freddy AI. It'll help you to resolve faster by piping in alerts from all monitoring tools in on a single pane of glass, and thus giving you a coordinated response with a rule-based incident creation. It could be a normal incident or a major incident, which you can automate using the alerts there. So this is a quick snapshot of how you could maximize the availability with uh, service health monitoring. You can see how the alerts are related to the respective services. You could remediate the alert and the incident with fast and contextual collaboration using major incident management. And you will quickly able to see who has responded to um, the alert, who has actioned it. If you want to give a mass communication to all your employees that a specific server is down or a service is down, you can quickly publish a status page, or you could send a bulk communication over email using the collaborate options right within Fresh Service today. So this is a quick architectural diagram of how the Fresh Service operations management works. So this is a glimpse of the different monitoring tools which I had briefly mentioned, how the incident gets detected, how, if needed, it gets promoted as a major incident, and how you could remediate the alerts by informing your members through an on-call. You can even send a Slack message or a phone call. You could send a WhatsApp message, or you could collaborate with the channels of their choice, like an MS Teams or a Zoom um, or a Teams, sorry, MS Teams, Zoom or Slack, right? And immediately with our workflows, where if you want to restart an instance, you can quickly do those actions right within Freshservice by um, uh, integrating the application of your choice here. So we have the orchestration engine, which can directly action into applications like AWS, Azure, Google Calendar, Zoom, GitHub, G Suite, and Azure, right? Yeah. This is the IT asset management where you will be able to gain visibility of all the hardware and software with automated discovery. You can have a single pane of glass here as well, where you can have a complete visibility of what are the different types of assets, what are the different software which is found under each asset. You can automate the key lifecycle processes, including the contract renewals and license management entirely. Advanced IT asset management will also be used, which can be used to, you can create your change requests for different assets. Let's say you're doing a server upgrade and you want to map the servers and the impacted assets, which is going to be part of your change process. You can map all the assets in your change management process as well, where it could be your assets could be either a physical or a virtual or a cloud or a legacy asset, can all be stored, and you can perform your change management processes within them as well. So this is a quick snapshot of the SaaS application management, which I briefly mentioned, where you would be able to get software insights and understand who is using what software and how they're using it. It gives you deep insights where it um, gives the IT leaders the notification of how many potential licenses can be saved, and thus reducing your operational cost entirely there. Right? This is the project management where you could manage the different projects of all sizes with your agile, hybrid, or traditional methodology. This is a quick view in a Gantt chart view, where how you be able to see the project progress uh, in the Gantt chart view here. Advanced project management is where you'll be able to quickly visualize the total workload of how your tasks have been assigned for each project. And it's not just related to project. It could be a task for your incident, it could be a task for your change or your service requests, that right. So all of these modules are interlinked, and you can see a complete um, visualization of how your agents have been utilized effectively or not. So automation beyond IT. So what are the challenges which typically any IT tool has has been built on the market today, right? So they have given a good seamless experience for the IT department, but what happens when you have employees reaching out to you for your I need my pay slip, I'm not able to view my employee verification letter there. So you end up having another tool to cater to just those queries here. But what if you could you know have all of that built within the same tool here, where you could ensure a better service delivery for your employees, which gives you that flexibility. So introducing the workspaces where you would ensure an enterprise grade data security, where you'll be able to create different workspaces um, for each department, where it is easy uh, to delegate the administration for each workspace, where it gives you a cross-functional integrated workflows there, right? So you could go live quickly with predefined workspace templates, as you briefly saw in the GIF, where you could see that they will instantly just created service uh, service catalog items, workflows, and solution articles there. So how do you promote the self-service portal when you have multiple workspaces here, right? So when you have different catalog items for, let's say for your HR, you can also automate document generation. So let's say if an employee says they want to view their verification letter, you can predefine the template in your document repository, and it will dynamically fetch from the service request of who the item is supposed to deliver to. So here, in this case, you can see that Bruce Adams tried to raise a request, and the from the template which you had stored, it'll dynamically select Bruce Adams as the addressee, and it'll send the document um, as quickly as possible, right? So you don't have to wait for the HRs to find the document, make changes to the document by personalizing it with their employee name. It is all done within seconds by promoting the employee self-service portal. The same thing can also be extended via the virtual agent, which is powered by the Freddy AI. So you can simply just ask the bot through the MS Teams or Slack channel to check what possible options you can make use of. Like if you want to raise a cab request for your travel department, if you want to raise a accommodation request for, let's say you're traveling for a business need, like if you want to reach out to the travel desk there, or if you want to raise a marketing campaign request to send it to the marketing team, you can do it all from within the bot, which will assign to the right team, where the bot will do the job of raising a ticket on your behalf there. We also have internal tools that can be, we have integrations that can be used with collaboration tools. Like you could extend instance support. So if you want to take a quick remote of the Darket system, where you can, if you want to take a remote using Zoom or Teams or Splashtop or Cisco WebEx, you probably name any tool which in any organization using for a remote support. You can quickly do an integration, and right from the ticket page, you could send a meeting URL, which will give you the flexibility to take a remote connection from within the ticket page there, right? So we have extended this capabilities with 80 plus fresh service integrations. So it could be for either um, an IT-based integration, like you can integrate with JAMF, you can integrate with Intune, you can integrate with CloudWatch for your mobile devices, or if you want to integrate this with cloud inventory, like as I mentioned, AWS or Azure, or if you want to extend this to other departments, like you want to integrate with DocuSign to automatically sign a specific document, we can do a DocuSign or a QuickBooks integration. You also have SurveyMonkey to get all this. If you want to send a specific survey or an NPS survey, you can do a SurveyMonkey integration. You can also integrate with an employee system of record. We we are working on a Workday integration and a Bamboo HR integration to quickly pull in all the employee information to store it in Fresh Service, so that if you want to send an approval process, you can directly send the approvals to the reporting manager, which is stored in the Active Directory or Workday or whichever HR tool right there. This also helps you to do an out of the box onboarding and offboarding process. So we have created a canned process which can be customized to each organization's onboarding and offboarding process. So if you want to make sure different stakeholders are being part of the onboarding process, you can name the stakeholder and you can quickly ensure the different tickets are created, and it'll seamlessly um, be flown to the different workspaces which you create. So if you're creating a ID card request, it can be routed to the admin team automatically. If you're going to raise a laptop request, it's going to be routed to the IT team directly. If you're going to raise uh, a payroll setup, you can route those tickets to the finance team. So you will have a complete control of a specific onboarding ticket containing about 6 to 7 child tickets, so that you can ensure that once all the child tickets are completed, your onboarding request for this particular employee is completed as well. So this gives you the complete control of how many employees have been onboarded and whether their process has been seamless or not. You can easily find out which department or which ticket has been taking a long time to address the needs there. The same way, can also be extended to the offboarding. So if an employee is leaving, you can simply just enter their email address and notify the reporting managers to revoke their assets and software licenses then and there. So that will also help you to create the tickets and streamline the processes there. So extensibility of the platforms where we have enterprise grade analytics, you have an intuitive way of getting different widgets into each report. You can do interactive filters where if you want to do a date range filter, if you want to do an agent group or an agent name or a time range filter, you can get also a trending analysis between the time range. Like if you select probably created in the last 30 days, it will show you the trend of the 30 days versus uh, the 30 days before that. So what was the trend? What is the upside or the downside of it? You will be able to view it from the um, report widgets right there. So you can also simply ask our Freddy engine, which is powered by Freddy Insights, to quickly give you the report output then and there. So if you simply just ask the bot, show me the maximum tickets raised for hardware category grouped by the agent name, it will immediately show you that results powered by the Freddy Insights using the enterprise grade analytics. We have the workflows and orchestration where we have a, a zero to low code based mechanism where you just have to drag, drop, and click and automate your processes across modules, uh, across any module that is. It could be a ticket automation, could be a service request, or problem, or a change, or an asset, or a task automation. You could set up intuitive automations for your service desk in a drag and drop. You can set up multi-level change advisory board approvals or regular service request approvals. You also have the flexibility to use custom objects where you can store your own internal database of records inside Fresh Service, and you can use these records to call the workflows to action the respective um, the record entry right there, and you can reference them. You also have a no-code portal customization. So if you want to give a beautified experience to your employees um, to correctly pick the right category of incidents or the service requests, you can have a personalized end user portal where we give you a low code customization option. You can have your own logos, you can create your own sections, which will help you to create crisp dynamic forms to fetch contextual information for all your users right there. This also extends to our mobile view where both your end users, that is the employees, as well as the agents um, they can do more with less by uh, simply using the mobile app. So if you're traveling and if you quickly need an approval from your manager, the manager can quickly just get a push notification uh, from their mobile app, both supported in Android and iOS, and they can simply approve the request from the mobile app. You can also use the mobile app as an inbuilt barcode scanner. So if you have an asset lying around, if you want to see if the asset is already stored in the inventory or not, you just have to use the Fresh Service mobile app, which will scan the barcode, and you can check out what the asset is all about, like who's using it, or if it's a new asset, you can directly add the asset to the inventory right there, which will capture the essence of the serial number or the the make, the hardware details. All of them will be captured right from the mobile application scanner there. It's available for both iOS and Android. Just have to search for Fresh Service. And in terms of the developer experience, this gives you this slide highlights the importance of our marketplace and developer portal alongside our Neo powered chat services. These components play a crucial role in enhancing your experience with the Freshworks products altogether, right? So if you can't find an app that suits your needs, our developer portal here provides access to a development kit and um, comprehensive documentation, which empowers you to build custom apps tailored to your unique workflows. Thus, it ensures a perfect fit for all your requirements there, right? So these opportunities are given to your customer developers, your freelance developers, and SI or ISV partners to to stay. Um, I mean, to explore the exciting enhancements we bring to the market, which makes the app development process not very monotonous. It also gives a very intuitive experience and um, a more collaborative effort for your partner teams and developers to create any applications here. So right now we have 3,000 plus developers. We have 7 billion serverless invocations done. And for the customers, we have 2.5 million application users who have used our native marketplace apps and 140K installations done in each of our products today. So this is a quick snapshot of our developer experience here. So to sum up here, the secure, scalable, and compliant cloud platform is what is Freshservice all about. We have the different modules powered by all of the platform engines. So the Freshservice difference is it delivers lasting value with faster ROI. It's economical to implement to use over time. It ensures automatic upgrades every month. We do a monthly enterprise release management, and we have no hidden costs. Our prices are transparent. It's in the website for each and everything. You can see the cost, which is directly mentioned there. So you don't need a large team of administrators as well, right? So you just go with a single admin, and you can directly just which provides you the ultimate value over here. So we probably take some Q&A here at the moment, or
Yeah,
yeah.
thank you, Pranav. So we are just open for a question and answer round now. So if we have any questions, we can type in the chat box or we can ask in the question and answer tab. We'll be happy to answer your questions. So we have also raised a poll. So I request everybody to answer in the poll. Yeah, so Pranav, I do not see any questions coming in. Okay. If we have any questions like, if Ali sir have any questions or anybody from the pre-sales team have a questions, they can ask. Okay, Pranav, we do not see any questions. Okay, so I think we are good here. So, guys, if you have any queries or you need a free POC or any consultation you need on the IT uh, ticket management or fresh service products or services, you can just get in touch with us. So our email ID is info@netlabindia.com, or you can connect with our uh, key people into the network, that is Mr. Ali Khan. You can also connect to Mr. Ankit Mestri from Freshworks, and we'll be happy to answer your questions. Post this, you will also get a thank you email where you can get in touch with us. Yeah, Ankit, you want to add anything in this?
Hey, thanks, Akshay. Thank you everyone for joining. Uh, any questions? I believe there are no questions in the chat, but anything to add up or anything, if you want to have a one-is-to-one connect, please feel free to reach out to the Network Tech Lab team, or else you can reach out to me directly. I'll be more than happy to help. If you want a product demonstration, how we can fit in, or what are the value adds that we can do to you, please do reach out to us and we'll take care of it.
Yeah. Thank you, Ankit. Thank you, Pranav, for a wonderful session here. So with this, I would like to end up this webinar, and thank you everyone for joining this. We'll be hosting a next webinar soon. Thank you.
Thanks, Akshay. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Pranav. Thanks, Ali.